Oh, somebody's getting cut, aren't they?
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Cutthroat. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up top here, we have some very nice artwork of Cutthroat. There we have Cutthroat again. His name is Cutthroat. He is a Deluxe Classic, Classe Deluxe, Classe de Lujo, and Classe Deluxo. And on the side here, we have Abominus. On the back of the box, we have your obligatory product shots, your cross-sells, yada, yada, yada. And you have a very brief bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages! And that's basically it for the packaging. And also included is the collector's card with that same piece of artwork there of Cutthroat. And on the back, he is Micronus Cutthroat. Power links to share his destructive rage. Good for him. Then moving right along, here we have Cutthroat, and we are finally getting back into our mainline Terracons here, and we're continuing with Cutthroat. So here he is in his Deathbird mode. That's what I call it anyway. Makes total sense. His name is Cutthroat. Deathbird. Just Deathbird. Anyway, let's get in close here so we can take a look at that noggin. Pretty nicely done. Decepticon symbol right there on the beak. Red for the eyes. You do get some pretty nice molded detail here on the wings. Not much to speak about on the back here. The back is pretty plain. You do have pegs here for Titan Masters or Prime Masters. Right here, the legs are pretty nicely detailed. You got some nice silver there for the claws. Of course, the upper torso is just the robot mode torso. Little tail. There's the underside. You got some nice silver paint there. Some silvers and blues and purples. Nice color scheme. Articulation-wise, the head can move down. This is as far up as it goes. I think. It doesn't seem like it can move up any further than that. So that's as far as it can look up. The mouth can open and close. The wings are on a hinge and I'll allow it to move up and down. You have a hinge here. That will move up and down. You have a hinge here, so you can open those wings up and get a pretty nice wingspan there. Legs can just rotate like so. And you have a hinge right here that can move both ways for transformation. And you can move his tail feathers up. That's pretty much it as far as the articulation goes. Oh, you also do have this, due to the robot mode hips, you do have a kind of ab crunch there of some kind. You know, hey, it's something. It's something that moves. So, hey, worth noting. Now, for comparison, here it is with the unique toys. Cutthroat, just so you can see how they look together. And here it is with G1 Cutthroat because it's pressure. Throat cutting pressure. So that's really disturbing. Anyway. And here he is with his Terracon buddies. Then we have Ripper Snapper. Then we have Hunger. And you can see how the Terracons are shaping up so far. They look good together in my opinion. So there you have that. Now, as far as accessories go, you do get the Prime Armor, which is just like all the other Prime Armors, pretty much, just in a different color. You can store this on the Deathbird mode. One thing you want to do is you want to bring the wings up just a click. There is a thooping point, just thoop, right there. And you have the slots on either side here. You got the tabs on the thumbs, and you just take it and just tab it in right there. And the Prime Armor can store right there on the back. You do also get this little gun, little double-barreled blaster there. A couple things you can do with this. There is a small peg right up top here. There is a port right there in the chest. And you can just plug it right into his chest like so. And considering you can't bring the head up any more than this, at least I don't think so, unless I'm just doing something wrong, but it doesn't seem like you can bring the head up any further. I don't know, but as is, it just looks like he's gonna just shoot his own beak off. I mean, that's just... I said across her nose, not up it. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. But hey, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to. Or you do have these smaller ports right here on the bottoms of the wings. You can just take the gun and plug it in back here if you want to. Or, you know, you can angle it forward if you wish. Or just use the larger peg and just plug it into either side here. And have it that way for storage. So, yeah, some options as far as how you want to store all of his accessories. And that is pretty much it for the Deathbird. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's, as usual, we'll go into the combined modes, and then we will go into robot mode. So first off, we will remove all of this stuff, and we will get started. So to go into leg mode is pretty simple. You just take the tail here, and you just flip it up. You take the legs, and you just fold them up like that, and just bring that down. Fold that up at the knee, bring it down, straighten out the body there. Then you just take the wings, you just bring them down as far as they will go. Bring the wings forward, and there's a tab on the shoulder that'll plug in right there. You just tab that in, then just bring the wingtips down. You take this whole head assembly here and just bring it forward like that. And then you just flip out the combiner peg. And there you have leg mode. Yay! Leg mode. Woo! So moving on to arm mode. Just want to untab the wings, bring them back, get them out of the way. You're going to take the legs and split them, and they're just going to extend down on this double hinge and just lock in right there like that. And just extend that down. Slot that in, and then tab the legs back together. Make sure you tab the tail back together as well, like so. Then you want to untab the arms from the side of the waist. Just tab in right there. Then you just want to bring the arm up at the elbow, rotate it in, and now this tab will plug in right in there, like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring it up, bring it around. Tab it in, like so. And then we just bring the wings right back in, tab them back into the shoulders, like so. Bring those down, bring down the combiner peg, rotate at the waist, so we have an elbow joint to work with. And then we bring in the prime armor, flip out the fingers, do whatever you want with the thumbs, flip out the peg, plug that in. And there you have the arm mode for Cutthroat. Yay! So moving on to robot mode. Not much to do here. Just flip that down, straighten out his waist, split the legs, lower body is done. Then we just untab the wings. You can bring them back. There is a little tab. You can see it. If it'll focus. There we go. There's a little tab right there on the wing that will just go right into this little notch right here. A little natural looping point for it, if you want to make use of it. And just bring the wings back, do whatever you want with the wings. Untab the arm, flip out the fist, straighten everything out, second fist, just like the first, untab, bring it down, flip out. And then you just take this assembly, bring this back, and then you just take the Deathbird head, and you just collapse this down onto his chest. Take this bit right here, and you just fold that back. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo! And there you have Cutthroat in his robot mode. And not a bad looking robot mode. I can work with it. So let's get in close here. Not on his chest, on his noggin. There it is. Pretty nicely done head sculpt. You get some nice silver there for the face. Red for the eyes. Get some silver there on the chest. Get the green, purple for the hands. Get some red and yellows there. Get some nice silver there for the knee spikes. Silver on the shins there. Nice blue, nice purples. And going up the back, you can see it's a very clean transformation. Just the wings hanging out back there. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, I believe. Is it on a ball joint? No, I don't think it is on a ball joint. It feels like it's on a ball joint, or it might not be on a ball joint. I can't really tell. I can't really tell. Maybe it is just on a hinge. I'm not sure, but can rotate a full 360. You don't get really any up and down. Shoulders are on a ball joint. Can do a full 360. Can go in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The hands can move in due to transformation, if that serves any purpose for you. Waist rotation. Hips are on a ball joint. Legs can go forward, that far, back. Yeah, that far. You have to force it a little bit. Outward, can almost do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. Slightly over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and nothing at the feet because that is just a solid piece there. And of course the wings, you can do what you want. Bring them forward, bring them back. You can angle them up, display them out, do whatever you want with the wings. As always, your toy, display it however you wish. But I just like to keep everything nice and tucked in like that. And of course you can give him his gun if you wish. He does hold that nice and securely like so. So you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. If you don't want him holding it, you can always use these ports here on his forearms. Plug it in like that if you want. Hey, why not? Why not? You can also store it back here using the smaller peg up top. Again, you can just, plug it right there into either wing. So you can have it stored if you wish. But I prefer my warriors holding their weapons. And as far as the prime armor goes, you can take the prime armor, just bring the thumbs in. You have the tabs on the thumbs, and you have slots on either side here of the Deathbird head. And it will just tab in to either side, like that. And there you have the prime armor attached. And as always, it looks totally ridiculous, but hey, it's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Okay. Of course, you can remove the centerpiece right here, and you can plug a Prime Master, a Titan Master, whatever you want to do. And this little bit right here can be held in the robot's hand as a small little pistol, if you want. Or you can take the Prime Armor, flip this peg around, and you can plug this into his forearm, have him holding it like a big shield or something, or you can have him holding it in his hand if you want that going on, or if you don't want any of that going on, you can just take it and just plug it right back into his back. Oop, flip this back around. Just take this and plug this right into his back like so, and just leave it back there and forget it exists, which is personally what I like to do. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the unique toys, Cutthroat. So you can see how they look with one another. And here he is with G1 Cutthroat because it's pressures, throat cutting pressures. That still sounds so wrong. And here he is with Ripper Snapper and Hunger. As you can see, again, how the team is shaping up. So, pretty cool. So there you have Deluxe Cutthroat. A pretty fun figure. I do quite like it. The Deathbird mode looks pretty good. The robot mode looks pretty good. Of course, you got the hollow legs, hollow forearms. It is a bit unsightly, and I know it does infuriate some people, but oh well, it is what it is. But all around, pretty fun to mess with, and the team is coming along quite nicely, so there you go. Now, if you would like some Power of the Primes toys for yourself, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Power of the Primes playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Power of the Primes Deluxe Class Cutthroat, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face! Hey, Starscream. What is it? So you, decided to do the whole combiner thing, huh? Yes, I can combine now. What of it? Well, I'm just here to tell you, don't do that anymore. What? Yeah, don't do that anymore. That's our thing. You can't just come out of nowhere and decide you're just gonna start doing our thing. So just leave the combining to the real combiners, okay? You've been warned. What? Are you threatening me? No, I'm not saying I'm gonna do anything. I'm just saying, you know, accidents happen. Accidents happen? Do you know who I am? I am Lord Starscream. I am number 1, you are number 2. Who does number 2 work for?